Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl NYCSASH. That is New York City Sash. I am your host of this here podcast, Muzzle Off. Welcome back. I know y'all missed me, and luckily I missed y'all too. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while, and I haven't filmed in a while either. But you know what? I was locked in. I had tunnel vision. I was on a roll. Okay, I was on a roll. I was not playing, and none of y'all should be playing coming up in 2026. You should not be playing around. Sometimes you got to lock in, strengthen that foundation, because a lot of us, we be doing a whole bunch of shit trying to build on soft foundation, and guess what? Things crumble like that, baby. So that's why you have to really put in that work from the beginning so that things can be successful in the long run. Can I just say that tomorrow, actually, I don't know, it might be today, tomorrow, I'm not sure. Whenever this video posts, it'll either be today or tomorrow. But Stranger Things is coming out. Your girl is heartbroken as fuck. And I just wanted to talk about something real quick. My life when Stranger Things first came out was so different that I'm actually emotional as hell. Like, I cannot believe that this show is coming to an end, because it's almost like the time period between seasons was savor. Like, a lot of people say that was Stranger Things' downfall, but I really don't think so. That's what made Stranger Things, because you knew you had to wait like a year or 2 years just to get a fucking season again. So it was beautiful. Just the way it is. The way it is, the way it was, everything is just beautiful. So shout out to all my Stranger Things fans out there. Anybody watching this that likes Stranger Things, I know y'all sad too. Don't get me started on that on volume. Listen, these past 3 episodes, a lot of people had a lot to say, and guess what? Don't listen to them. They obviously not real Stranger Things fans, because everything that's been happening in these past episodes, those are for the real ones. Those were for the real ones. The ones who really know, who really understand, who really pay attention. Because everything that we saw from those 3 episodes were important. They were important. Anyways, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm trying to get in the holiday spirit, even though Christmas is over. I'm trying to feel like real ready for the new year, because you know what? That is the one holiday that doesn't consist of much, but it means so much to us as humans. You feel what I mean? Like, coming up on a new year is a very important thing, because that means you can kind of reset. And there's a lot of things that I want to do differently this year in 2026. But one of the main things that, it's a large umbrella here. We're talking about the full umbrella, and then everything that it covers under, those are just side conversations. But I'm done apologizing. Like, I have this written down in my notes. I kid you the fuck not. And I wrote it in capital letters. No apologizing 2026. I'm not fucking around. I am absolutely 100% not fucking around with anybody. I am not sorry about shit. Let me tell you something. I am not sorry about a fuck thing, and I don't care. It's so many people in the world that want you to feel sorry about the little things that you do that make you you. Do not be upset with me because I am who I am. It should not bother you because I operate at the degree in which I feel I need to operate. Why is that an issue? And it's not just friends. It's family. It could be immediate family, like your really, really close family. It could be just distant family. It could be anybody. People always have something to say about the way you are dictating your life, and it is so annoying. And people like me, people like myself, oftentimes apologize for it when we do not need to. You do not need to apologize for anything. Okay? I'm sorry. So one of the main things that I don't want to apologize for going into 2026 is cutting people the fuck off. Not even just apologizing, but explaining even in itself. I am not gonna explain to you why me and you are not hanging out anymore. I feel like you should know. As an adult, you should know. Do our morals line up? Do our values line up? Does our lifestyles meet each other in any way? No? Okay, then get on with yourself. It's not even a negative thing. It's just the fact that you're throwing me off of my rhythm, and that is a problem for me. And I don't need to apologize or explain why certain things need to be done in my life to create structure for me. I don't know where the audacity comes from with some of you, but a person doesn't really need to explain too much. If you're just doing things that you personally only find good on, like, you know what I mean? Like, you are the only one that finds good in that. I don't. My brain just went flat. But anywho, also, this is one of my main things in life, and I have all this written down because I was not fucking around with this episode. This is some facts. This is real shit. This is real shit that I'm actually like working on, and I feel like I need to discuss it with y'all too because this is important for me. So if it's important for me, I know it should be important for some of y'all as well. Being inconsistent when I'm exhausted or I'm tired or I've just had a long week and I can't show up for you. I don't understand what's the issue. What is the problem in understanding that some of us actually get tired and some of us actually have lives that drain us in whatever way that it drains us? It's possible. It is possible to be tired. It is possible to be exhausted enough where you don't even want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything, or you don't want to put yourself out there to be in charge of anything or anyone or whatever. You shouldn't even have to go in depth with what type of scenarios you don't want to deal with. If you don't want to deal with them, then you just shouldn't. It's this idea of having to over explain yourself and feel bad and feel like, oh my God, like I don't want to feel that way going into 2026, going into this new year. If you truly feel some type of way about what it is that I got going on and why I can't show up for you, then you're not really my friend. And you got to also get the fuck on. Okay. And along with this, being exhausted and feeling drained and having like this social battery that's going low, you know, you feel me, going throughout the week. There's some people that you want to hang out with when you have a low social battery, and there's some people that you don't want to hang out with when you have a low social battery. And really, in my eyes, I should be able to tell you, like, girl, you just too much for me right now. Because I mean, come on, there are some people that are super high energy, super like loud and energetic and just really out there that you just can't handle sometimes. And you want to go with your friend that doesn't say much, doesn't talk much, probably light a blunt, watch a movie, not really, you know, do all the extra shit. Those be the type of friends that at the end of the week I want to hang out with because they don't consist of much, you know, interaction. That's sometimes I need that shit, and I shouldn't have to be sorry about that. There's a lot of things that we shouldn't have to be sorry about, and trust me, you are going to see. Texting. Oh my God, I'm not a texter. I am not a let me tell you something. I am not a texter. I will never sit around and text you all fucking day. That is not going to happen between me and anybody. Not even my mother gets consistent texts from me. Ever. Okay? If I need to talk to you and there's something that I need to discuss with you and it is very, very, very adamant that I ask you these questions right now, why would you even think that I'm going to pick up my phone to do anything other than call your fucking phone? Why? Why would you think I'm going to send you a text? I call everybody. I will call you. I will call you. I will call you. That is one thing you need to know about me. I am not going to fucking text you. I am going to call you. And if I do text you, it's because I know that it can go with time. You know, you can see it whenever the fuck you see it. But if I need to talk to you in that moment, I'm going to call you. Like, I'm grown as fuck. I'm going to call you. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. People get so upset that I'm not a texter. But the reality is, if I start texting you, I'm not going to be consistent, and then you're going to be upset. So, you kind of have to take the conversation however you can, because dead ass is just, I'm sorry. I'm not the type of person to sit around and like carry on a conversation for long periods of time that consists of like writing. I'm good. Man, let me tell you something. This next topic that I'm about to talk about is very specific for me, because I feel as though this is when taboo topics come into play, and stuff that we don't really want to talk about comes into play, because this right here is like one of my main things. Okay, it's simple. When life happens and shit gets rough, instead of being angry about stuff, I'm grateful. I think about what didn't happen rather than what did happen. And a lot of people have negative ideas of that. They don't understand. I don't know. They think they have this misconception that or maybe you just think shit's gonna be sweet every single time in life. Like, I never said that. When I crashed my first car ever, I went to the club that very same night. You understand? Me and my homegirls, we went and partied our asses off like it was 1999. Okay? And I just crashed my first vehicle. Because all I knew is that crash had the potential of killing all of us, and it didn't. So instead of being angry about my car, I was grateful about my life. And so for that is the attitude that you should have. And that's the attitude that I'm going into 2026 with. And that is something that I will not be sorry about, because you're not going to make me feel bad about having a better energy about something rather than having the probably the least productive energy that I could have, because you having a negative energy is not productive towards getting on a better side of the situation. Am I making sense? Are y'all understanding me? Because that ass, these are non-negotiables. These are things that I am not fucking with from anybody in any situation. First things first, if I set boundaries between me and you, I would like that you don't question me about my boundaries. If I tell you that I don't want you to touch my titties, don't ask me, bitch, you always posting your titties on Instagram. Like, why I can't touch it? Like, what's the problem? Like, we both girls. Like, why do I need to explain to you that I have a boundary that stops right here? And you want to overstep the boundary. And that was just a small, very, very tiny reference to what I'm talking about, because I mean the boundaries go on and on. Like, if I say that I don't drink and drive, and you get drunk, and now I'm already drunk, and now I have to drive because you too drunk and I'm less drunk. No, we're gonna be in the parking lot all night. Oh, you got somewhere to be? Nobody told you to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking around with no bullshit. If I tell you I have a boundary, don't ask me why. I don't feel like explaining. I don't think I should. I don't think I have to. Anyways, whatever. Take a fucking Uber. Yeah, I'm not shrinking my reactions to make you comfortable. If you do some shit that I don't fuck with and I need to spaz out on you, I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm gonna, because if you do some wild, crazy shit to me and I personally feel like now I gotta go and violate you, don't make me feel like I'm bugging out because I'm doing too much. No, you did some wild, crazy shit, and now I'm about to do some wild, crazy shit back. Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag it. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you right now, I'm not shrinking. I'm not making small any of my reactions that make me feel like they need a big reaction. If I feel like it needs a big reaction, I am going to give a big reaction whether you are comfortable with it or not. I don't care. I do not care. Nobody should give a fuck. Real shit, because you need to know how that made me feel. And sometimes verbalizing it isn't enough. Sometimes it just isn't enough. Oh, and another thing, I hear this all the time. This has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. I like to sleep. I like to sleep. I like to catch my rest. I like to be rested. And a lot of people have problems with that because I'm an adult and I sleep. Oh my God, you love to sleep. Oh, you love to sleep. You love to be asleep. Oh my God. Like, you know what? What the fuck? I'm a human being. First and foremost, okay? I'm a human fucking being. I should be able to wanna rest so that my days are more enjoyable and I'm not fucking exhausted. This is why people themselves, because of people like that take away from the things that we literally need in order to operate. And I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. This is the last thing. Well, not really the last thing, but this is one of the most important things. And I feel like this is very wide. This is very broad. I'm not making myself digestible to anybody. And that kind of like co-aligns with me shrinking my reactions, but just me in general. If I'm happy, I'm proud, I'm joyful, I'm graceful, whatever the fuck it is, I'm not going to make myself a certain kind of way so that you feel better about me. I work at a certain job. And at this job does not allow you to be yourself because everybody else is unhappy. Now, a lot of other people are very privileged because this is the job that they started off with and this is the hardest job that they ever had. But others, like myself, who have worked jobs that consist of way more for getting paid way less, I'm very happy to be in the position that I'm in. So a lot of people do not understand that and they want you to feel like shit because you're way too happy to be here. And that's just one little example for you guys to know that I really don't give a fuck because I go into that job with a smile on my face, chilling, happy, saying hi to everybody, even the bitches that don't like me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the men and the women who are very, very, very cynical and super rude and mean, a lot of them fuck with me because I still remain myself regardless of them being who they are. I never gave a fuck. And that's why people fuck with me, because I don't care. Whoever you are is you. Me, I'm me. And I don't need to apologize for nothing. And I don't need to make myself bearable for nobody. And that's what a lot of us need to remember going into the new year. You do not have to act like somebody that you're not in order to hang around other people. People should already love you, fuck with you, like you, whatever it may be, because of who you are. Period. Okay, period. It's just like one of the things that adults get bullied for, because adult bullying is real, is just being quirky and being happy and being optimistic and just having that positive vibe. Adults that have that vibe, they are constantly ridiculed and criticized and just put in a negative light because they are so positive. And it's just the weirdest thing, because how could someone who is pushing out so much positivity could get such a negative feedback? And that's just because a lot of the stuff comes from within. A lot of the stuff that people have going on mentally, it comes from inside. The inside of their hearts are broken. The inside of their hearts are blue. Dead ass. I'm not even joking. I'm for real. Okay? I'm going to be honest. There are a couple of things that I want to say before I go. And do not get upset at people for wanting to de-escalate situations. As an adult, a lot of people, they get upset because you would like that instead of the situation go crazy and go wild and go to the furthest extent, I'd rather just de-escalate it and still remain cool with the person that I may be in a heated argument with. people come off as quote unquote pussy or stuff like that because they're trying to avoid the battle. It's like, I don't need a fucking battle with nobody. I don't need a battle with nobody. Another thing is being likable. Why is it such a bad thing to want to be liked? You know, I would like that people enjoy my presence. It's not like I'm fishing for anybody to like me or I'm like yearning for the people to like me. I go about life with just the thought process of, I would like that everyone enjoys my presence. Why should I be upset about the fact that I feel this way? People are so they are so mean about this type of shit. Like, they are just, and I'm not trying to say that people are mean to me about shit, because really you can't really be mean to me, but like, people are just so, they get so aggravated with you when you have this vibe. And it's just like, why should I go out into the world being so like dark and negative? Like, literally the people that portray me are so dark and negative. Why should I add on to that? I don't need to. Okay. And another thing, I'm not gonna apologize or be sorry or feel any type of way about me wanting to be safe when it comes to drinking and driving, when it comes to doing shit that is literally just out of nowhere and very unsafe and like really just pointless to do. I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck if it's for the plot or nothing. You only have one life. If some shit goes down, bro, I'm not trying to be in the middle of that. I don't understand. Like, I savor my life. And I'm not like the people that go on the subways and jump the subways and ride the shit like they're in Subway Surfers. Like, that is cool and all, but like, I dead ass I would never do no shit like that. Like, I don't know why the fuck people just, because they trying to do it for the plot. I'm not doing shit for the plot. I'm not. Nope. And call it what you want, but you ain't gonna say that I'm living life like that, risky and shit, talking about YOLO. Yeah, alright. Baby, you got another thing coming, let me tell you that. And yeah, like, yo, I'm sorry, like, those were some stuff that I had written down because it was just some stuff that I had in my mind that I know that I personally always experience. I always experience like the negativity from not wanting to do shit that's unsafe, or not wanting to go into the world being a bitch. You know, I want to be cool with everybody. I like that it's a vibe. I'm never trying to have no negative energy around me. You know, de-escalating shit. I never want shit to just escalate and stuff. I'd rather have a conversation. Like, I get a lot of hate for these things, and that's why I had to write them down, because I was like, damn, 2026, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing what the fuck I want to do, and that's it. That's it. Right? That's it. I don't play around with none of y'all, and none of y'all play around with me, clearly. So if I want to sit around and fuck around and do the best thing that I think is necessary to do in that moment, I'm gonna do that. And nobody should make me feel like that, you know, sorry and why would I do this? No, fuck you. Fuck all of you. But those are what I have in store for myself in 2026, some of the things that I really want to focus on. And maybe you guys should write what y'all want to do in 2026 coming up in this new year that you think is really important. It's something that you really want to get done. I am so happy to be back. I will be posting every week again, and I am not playing around, guys. I am not playing around. We definitely, and I mean definitely, have so much to do, and there's so much to talk about, and there's so many things that I want to include you guys in. So we have a long road. We have a long road ahead of us. This shit ain't stopping no time soon. Okay. Well, I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on the next episode of Muzzle Off. Remember, don't apologize for anything.